Morning, my darlings. Welcome to a new vlog. I have quite literally just taken my hair out of my heated rollers, so it's looking a little bit... It's looking a little bit large and voluminous, but no doubt it will drop before too long. It is Sunday morning, a very beautiful Sunday morning. It almost feels wintry. Not even autumnal, it feels wintry this morning. You know, those perfect blue sky, almost a little hint of frost, and crisp. Crisp is how I'm going to describe this morning. We have got our friends coming over for a Sunday roast. We are very much into roast season. I think every weekend will be a roast from now on. So Charlie, it looks like, is in full prep mode. I think he's currently outside pottering in the garden. But roast prep is well underway. I'm going to do a nice autumnal harvest kind of tablescape, and I've just had the most productive morning. So it's currently 5 minutes past 11. I've done about 4 loads of washing. I've edited next Thursday's video. I'm trying to get as ahead as possible because I think possibly, oh no, this is Thursday's video. I've edited Tuesday's video. I don't know. I don't know where I'm at with the videos. I think possibly when you watch this, I will be in Singapore for the Formula One, which is very, very exciting. So I've also this morning started packing a little bit. I've got some really lovely dresses that I feel I didn't wear enough over summer that I'm excited to wear. And yeah, I've just generally had a good tidy up. The only thing that I want to do before our friends get here is prep the ingredients for our apple crumble. So I think I should have time to get some bits ready and prepare the table. Just starting the day with some jam on toast. This is how you toast on an Aga. It's like a giant tennis racket that you toast on. The veg is out, ready to be turned into something delicious. And it looks like we're using our Hawksmoor beef dripping. Oh, that will be delicious. Well, it has turned into the most glorious morning. Temperatures have risen, so perfect for our dog walk later. I'm just coming down here to collect a little bit of foliage, some autumnal produce to decorate the table with. Been leaving these pumpkins out in the sun to ripen, but I think they can come in for my tablescape. Ooh, and these ones. I think perhaps I should actually leave these on the vine a little bit longer. Just going to move these two so that they can sunbathe and ripen away from the leaves. So roast prep is underway, and I was instructed to come out and collect some herbs, but apparently I've been snipping them wrong, so Charlie's going to show me the correct way of herb snipping.
We've both been snipping them wrong.
Right.
Because basically you want to cut where there's new growth coming through. So for example, like, you don't want to take it right back to the wood.
Right.
Because if you do, then it's not good for the growth or the development. So for example, like here, obviously there's a lot of growth on here, but you want to see, like here, you want to cut so that you allow some to be left on there.
I never thought I would have a rosemary cutting tutorial on my channel, but you never know what you're going to get with these videos.
And by the way, this is just what our belief is. If other people think, I mean, look, there's loads of different ways of doing
rosemary cutting techniques.
But yes, so we want a fair bit of rosemary. We're going to use some marjoram today.
Okay, darling, what's the plan?
Today, so there's only 4 of us today. We're doing a few things differently. Last week I wasn't massively happy with a few things. So we're doing a cauliflower and broccoli cheese again, but I did too much nutmeg last week.
Too much nutmeg?
I think I'm often in the habit of cooking for bigger groups of people. So when there was 6 of us, I think, but like Christmas, obviously, I almost think I just did way too much.
Yeah.
Anyway, so what we're going to do differently this week, so I managed to get these from the local shop, which are just nice carrots when they're like this.
Lovely.
So we're going to roast these whole, like this, so scrub them down, and then we're going to cut the parsnips up into sort of segments. And then, instead of doing them like with the clementine, the butter and the oil, which we did last week, we're going to do them with some local honey, which is from our village.
Lovely.
And mustard, whole grain mustard. So this is quite a nice one to prepare if you've got guests coming over later, because you get your mustard in the bowl, and then you get the honey in the bowl, bit of olive oil, not too much, and then basically, once these are scrubbed down, you just put them in the mixture, and you can leave them in the fridge, and they're sort of marinating in the mixture, and then you get them in your roasting tin.
Lovely.
The other key thing with this recipe that works really well is you want the pan that you're putting them in to be really hot, a bit like when you put roast potatoes in.
Okay.
So basically, when you take the pan out of the Aga or the oven, and then you put this mixture straight in, we might get a clip of it later if we have time, they'll go and start searing almost, or I don't know what you'd call it, but essentially it gives them that sort of caramelised, charred texture.
Yum.
Which will work really well because we've got beef today, so honey, mustard obviously with the beef.
Perfect.
Work really well. Whereas last week I think the carrots worked well with the pork because they were more of a thyme and a clementine.
I think you should do a cookbook all about roasts. Any book. Whoa, that's a lot of honey. Wow.
You want 4 tablespoons of honey.
Wow.
I don't know if that could actually be more than 4. No, I think that might even be 4 tablespoons to be fair.
I'm going to show you Charlie's new cooking utensils. You did a little bit of a Staub haul, didn't you, darling?
Yeah.
But they're so this is the set that. No, is that the set that I got you for your birthday?
Yes.
No, it's not.
Oh no,
that's the new Dubaya.
So we've got a mixture now of Falk pans. But basically the pans you bought me for my 30th are my favourite. Right? And these
Correct
are a couple of years
answer.
Old. But the only issue with them, which we didn't really think through, is they're not induction proof.
Right.
Well, they don't work on the induction. So they work great on the Aga, but when you're doing a roast, you need to be able to use the induction at the same time.
Yeah.
So basically, the brand that we've now got, which match, and they're quite similar, are called Dubaya, which I think are actually a French brand. And these are induction friendly. So they're from Borough Kitchen, which is a website that I always buy stuff from.
And I love the colour that you got the new Staub stuff in.
Yeah, and then also what's nice about this brand, look, we do love Le Creuset, but I'll be honest, the options of colours I'm a bit sick of. This dark green colour is not available in Le Creuset.
Well, Le Creuset did a new olive colour that was really nice.
And also Le Creuset, they do different knobs, you're a knob, but they're like gold or silver and they're all shiny. Whereas you can go on, this is from Zwilling's website.
Oh my goodness.
You can get antique brass, so they're like an extra like £6 or something, and then I just changed them. So they look really nice.
The best way of documenting Charlie's roasts is to focus on a different part of it each vlog. So continuing on your carrot story, darling.
Right, so I don't know if I've ever seen this done or I just like it, but basically when you peel a carrot, you kind of lose all that lovely texture.
Yeah, and that's the good bit.
And you're kind of losing goodness. So what I quite like to do when it's more of a baby carrot like this is scrub it down with a brush like this, and you're almost peeling and you're cleaning it, but you're taking off that first layer.
You're exfoliating it.
You basically are exfoliating it, and then to me, that is perfect, like to roast. So then that goes in the mixture. Obviously we're going to, the mixture's now sort of like that, there's a bit of olive oil in there as well, and when you get it all in there, you want obviously everything to sort of sit and be coated.
Okay.
Same with the parsnips, I go a bit smaller, like that. But there's no sort of, you can do this recipe, another way of doing this, if you get chunkier carrots, I guess later in the season, is you cut them into sort of like segments, and then the same with this, so they're sort of like all jagged edges.
Yeah.
And then you put them in the mixture.
More surface area.
There's more surface area, so then you get much more crispier edges, a bit like with a roast potato.
Yum.
But that's the thing, there's no sort of one method, and I think the beauty of a Sunday roast and what it should be is what can you get from your local farm shop, or what can you grow, and then depending on what you've got, then you work around that, rather than I need this, that and the other.
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean?
Delish.
So that's what we're doing.
So the next job is the Yorkshire pudding, which we're going to do in the Thermomix as usual, and this is how the carrots and parsnips are now looking. Do these want to go in the fridge now, darling?
Yeah, so what we should do is just put a bit of tin foil on top.
Okay.
And then they can go in the fridge.
Lovely.
I mean, to be honest, as we get into winter, autumn, sorry,
put it outside.
A bit colder. If you've got a cold room in the house, if you just put a bit of tin foil over it, that'll be fine.
Lovely.
Because obviously a lot of people wouldn't have the space in their fridge for that.
No.
But yeah, it's to be fair, that is a recipe that I used to always do my carrots like that, and then I started doing a Jamie Oliver recipe, which is the more festive one. And you forget about previous ones. But yeah, as I say, last week when we were eating, I was just thinking actually, like honey roast carrot parsnip.
It's my favourite.
It's a real nice.
I don't think Lola's a fan. Oh, that's a good idea. Use the tops of the carrots in the trivet.
Yeah, so that's true. Your mum doesn't love honey, so I also wouldn't tend to do that when she's eating with us.
What about Dexy?
I don't think you taste the honey in this recipe, to be honest.
No, it just adds a little bit of sweetness and it helps to glaze them over, doesn't it? You're a lovely boy. Very rarely / never happens, but we are ready for our guests to get here. So there is no last minute dashing around. Charlie and I do love to host. We kind of have our individual roles that we do, and today we're actually ready on time, which is great. So I've actually got 5 minutes to get myself together, actually more than 5 minutes because our guests are on their way. They've just left, so they'll be here in 25 minutes or so. I love it when people update me on their ETA because it enables me to ensure that I am prepared for their arrival. So my outfit of the day, I have popped on this lovely Reese cozy knit. In fact, pretty sure I wore this last Sunday as well. And then I've got my favourite little Monica Vinader jewellery bits. And then I am just going super comfy because we're probably going to head out for a dog walk. So I've got my new favourite pair of leggings on. These are from Lululemon. I've got some more Lululemon bits, which I've probably got time to go through with you actually. Not sure if you can really see the colour, but they are this really gorgeous like olive, yeah, you can see that, a really gorgeous olive green shade, and they are super duper high-waisted, which I find so flattering and so comfortable. I think we're probably going to head out for a nice dog walk later, so leggings and a cozy knit is pretty much the uniform when we have got friends coming over. I think what I'll do is go through my Lululemon unboxing with you now, and then I'll probably, if I'm not going to be wearing these pieces throughout the video, which a lot of them I probably will, I've got Pilates in the morning and might even do a Peloton this afternoon. I will also insert some try-on clips so that you can see how these things look on, and I'll also leave the product names on the screen, and I'll leave everything linked down below in the order that I'm sharing them with you. So very, very pleased to be working with Lululemon on this part of the video, which is such an absolute dream. So first of all, obviously the leggings that I'm wearing right now, super comfy, super high-waisted, obviously designed for and perfect for your workouts, for yoga, but in my case today, obviously just perfect for wearing around the house, styled with your autumn essentials. First thing that I was drawn to on the website was this incredibly cozy knit. When particularly, you'll see me wearing this tomorrow morning, when I go to do my Pilates, I always pop on a really nice cozy fleece. I wear this for the warm-up and to get myself to my class. This has got a really nice high zip, cozy little kangaroo pouch pockets, and it's just super duper soft and not too long either, which I always think is this is the perfect length for a workout warm-up knit. I really loved the colours that they have brought out recently. So this is another pair of leggings. Again, you can see they are really wonderfully high-waisted. You've got this little reflective Lululemon logo here. These are the Align pants in 28 inch. Feels weightless and buttery soft with added pockets to hold your essentials. Okay, so these will be perfect for my workout in the morning. For yoga and Pilates, added lycra for stretch and a waistband that lies flat and won't dig in. That for me is so important because I just can't bear the feeling of anything too tight on my tummy. And of course, that signature Lululemon super high-rise waistband, also in this beautiful color. This is one of their Like Cloud workout bras, so it doesn't have a removable lining, which is great because I always just find they come out in the washing machine. Super soft material, and it's very kind of like a little bit spongy here, so I feel like this is going to be super comfortable, and a really nice double strap detail. The fabric on these is also sweat wicking, so if you do get a little bit toasty, break into a sweat during your workout, then that is essentially going to wick the sweat away from your body, which is a much fresher feeling when you're doing your workout. Next, okay, these are the Lululemon Align joggers. I thought these would be really perfect for yoga on a chilly morning, perhaps like I did the other day, the Pilates and yoga on the outdoor pavilion by the lake. If we do any more classes like that, they're just a little bit more loose fitting, and this really wonderful kind of forest green color. I feel like I'm definitely gonna have to book myself in for some more yoga classes because I have got a fabulous yoga wardrobe following this order. These next ones are the Instill high-rise tights. I have to say they are so soft. This material is literally buttery soft to the feel. Again, really nice and high-waisted, very flattering on the bottom. These next ones are the Wonder Train tights. Again, super high-waisted. I feel like I'm just gonna feel more confident with how I look wearing these. I always find the super high, thick waistband is the most flattering kind of bottoms when you're doing a workout. This is ultra breathable, fast drying material, so if I'm doing a really sweaty workout, a Peloton or something a bit more high intensity, my PT sessions, I've got a PT session on Tuesday, these will be great for. And another perfect autumnal tone, kind of like a deep leafy greeny brown color. I think what I'll do is I will have put little numbers on the screen here, and you can click the numbers in the description box down below for the direct links to the products, because I appreciate that a lot of these look kind of similar, but you might be after a specific legging or tights kind of style. So hopefully I'll be able to show you exactly how they look, and you can find the perfect ones in the description box down below. Another set of Wonder Train tights. Yeah, I feel like these are going to be my go-tos for my personal training sessions when I'm doing weights, a little bit of cardio, a little bit more high intensity, sweat wicking, manages heat, that's amazing, and our fastest drying Everlux 4-way breathable 4-way stretch fabric, soft on the outside and cool and sleek next to the skin. I love to read all about the fabric technology. It makes so much difference, and when you do spend that little bit more on your workout wear, you really feel those kind of benefits in particular. I did try to pick up the matching sports bras for lots of these things, so we've got another in this beautiful forest green shade, Like a Cloud workout bra. The Like a Cloud bras are just the most comfortable workout bras in the entire world, and they wash really nicely. So I also got it in this burgundy deep kind of red wine color, which I thought again was fabulous for autumn. I think this is another pair of the Align joggers. Yes, I probably will only keep one pair, so let me know which color you prefer, this greenier shade or the slightly more browny shade that I shared with you earlier. Slightly longer sports bra, great for my reformer Pilates. Again, it's the Like a Cloud workout bra, but in the longer form. And the same in white. I made a massive order. Lululemon did very kindly send over a gift card for some of this, but I went way over and above because I just wanted everything. I always feel like a refresh of my workout wardrobe really gives me that little boost of incentive to work a little bit harder and get more excited about my workouts, especially now that we've got personal training here at the house twice a week. I'm trying to Peloton at least twice a week. twice a week reformer Pilates every Monday, and just generally being active, like nice long walks at the weekend, the yoga and Pilates wild swim the other day. This is really gonna give me the motivational boost that I need to keep up the momentum throughout the colder months, and we're not done yet. This is the Align tank, so a very flattering, more neutral piece for those yoga practices. Ooh, I forgot that I'd ordered this. Love Tank Wash, super soft cotton fabric, a casual fit for every day of the week. Made of Pima cotton and lyocell for softness and lycra fiber for stretch and shape retention. And it is very on trend for autumn winter 2022, this very soft, subtle kind of tie-dye. The perfectly oversized crew top. I might end up doing a lot of my reformer Pilates sessions wearing this the entire time, because it does tend to get a little bit chilly in that studio during the colder months, so I thought this would be the perfect top. Yeah, soft stream fabric, smooth next to the skin, and a peach fuzz soft four-way stretch. So perfect for those bendier moves when I'm on the reformer. Last but not least, a slightly different style sports bra. This one has got a funky back. This one is really good for those slightly more high intensity workouts. If you're jumping around, jump squats, burpees, this is just going to provide that little bit of extra support, and I thought the colour was going to be perfect with all of the leggings. So my goodness, what a haul. So many amazing pieces, which I'm very, very excited to wear throughout the next for my next load of workouts. Definitely going to help me to feel my best when I'm doing my workouts. So you'll see me wearing some of these throughout the rest of the video, and you'll have seen the try-on clips. I feel like it's actually getting so nice and warm outside that I might switch this jumper out for something a little bit lighter, so that we are ready to head out and walk the dogs as soon as Ben and Robin get here. My quick outfit change in something a bit more dog walk appropriate. I've popped on a slightly lighter knit and my gilet, which I will fill the pockets with my phone, a few dog bags, and maybe a little snack for on the way. Same leggings and my boots, but I might actually change into my wellies because I think there was a little bit of rain last night. So as you just saw, today started in my usual Monday morning way with a lovely reformer Pilates at Dalesford. Actually, it was quite an intense, she said it was more advanced and expert Pilates today. It was a very small group of us, just 4. So we had a little bit more, not quite one-on-one, one-on-4 tuition, but really wonderful class. Got back home, and as always, there is so much going on. We've got lovely Andrew back, and the projects are the dining room, finally, only two years? How long have we lived here? 2 and a bit years?
We've actually lived here 2.5 years. Which is
2.5 years.
This is actually the last, aside from the top floor, where we haven't painted and decorated at all.
No.
Downstairs, this is the last room that's never been painted. Obviously, we have, and we're about to talk about that, there's a room that we have painted that we're now going to repaint because we want to change the colour.
Which one?
The pantry.
Oh, right.
Because what happened was, when we moved in, there were a lot of rooms that needed painting because they cracked up and things like this. And because to be fair, I don't regret it, we didn't really know what we wanted to do design-wise. We were like, let's just freshen up these rooms.
Yeah.
This was during COVID lockdown, so we were able to have a painter here. And we had Andrew here, and he literally just freshened every room up with like a like-for-like colour.
Yeah.
But we didn't do it in here because we had a damp issue on this wall.
Yes.
Which we're hoping we've now solved because we had the gutter fixed. Then we left it all summer to dry out because it's lime plaster. And then we've had it redone in lime plaster. So now we're finally at the point where we can actually paint this room.
Yeah.
Which is exciting, but it's quite a tricky room to paint because there's only one window. And the design of the house, we're sort of set down a little bit.
Yeah,
so
it's quite
it doesn't get an enormous amount of light. But that being said...
Show us the samples, mate.
Well, that being said, it's not a room that we use in the summer anyway, is it? A lot of Sunday lunches are dark anyway outside.
Yeah.
Which is why I think it needs to be a tone of yellow, we've decided. Which is already a sort of yellow
It is,
colour.
yeah, it's quite like a warm colour. So what brand paint are we using this time?
So we've gone for 2 different brands. Obviously, we have used a lot of Crown paint in the past, but there wasn't a yellow that I found on Crown that I particularly liked.
Should put them on the dining table, lighting might be a bit better.
So...
I like this one.
It's interesting you say that, that was one of my least favourite. Really? But I'm open for, I haven't decided at all on what my favourite is, but basically...
I don't like that one. It reminds me of my childhood bedroom.
You need to hold them up against the wall before you say you don't like
Well, my childhood bedroom was this colour, and it just reminds me of Lala from the Teletubbies. Yeah, I think it's too bright. I mean, look, my suggestion, based on this, I would say no to that. Yes. I would probably say no to that one. Really? Well, it's interesting because I would have said no to that one, but if you're saying that, then we can give it a go. But we didn't finish talking about the paint. So we've basically gone for Edward Bulmer, which is a period paint collection. I mean, it's quite a traditional natural paint collection. All right. And then we've gone with Little Green Paint Company and their National Trust collection, which we've used at Straw Top 2. Oh, it's the one that I said no to. Was that yellow pink? We haven't got yellow pink. Oh, there. Yeah, that's yellow pink. You have to also remember that sample cards... The reason Andrew likes to do sample cards is because, particularly in our house, you can move it around the room, and I'll show you in a minute in the pantry where the light is very different in areas. The green that we want to use through there, in one dark area looks almost black, whereas in a light area looks very green. Right. But the problem with using cards is it's not the same texture and background. So just having that on a table isn't a good reflection, because this actually... I like yellow pink, and this was one of my favourites for in here. I also quite liked Persian. Gosh, you're going quite bold, darling. Yeah, but also, if I was to show you Persian on a website of a room that has been done in Persian... I think this one. I really do.
Well, I think we might be at a point where we have to get him to do a sample of both on the wall. Because I don't necessarily agree with that. I do think, definitely not those. So if you look on Edward Bulmer website, because I remember looking at Persian and thinking, because it was in quite a period room and it looked really... Persian.
Yeah.
See, I like that, and we've got red rug, and it's, you know, but equally that could be a much lighter
Can you show me the photo of Loot?
No, I do. No, I do like that. You are. It's a nice colour.
I think this would be. It's the safest option because it's the most neutral, but I think it's really earthy.
I actually think yellow pink is not right.
Yeah, and also, can I just say, the colour of our kitchen would be, I just feel that it would be too much of a primary colour contrast to go from the green in our kitchen to one of those, whereas this continues the earthiness.
You're selling me on it. Why don't we though? Because I do just love how that looks.
Yeah,
let's get Andrew to prime it up,
two.
and those two,
yeah,
he can do properly.
Right.
So that's that. And
next room.
We haven't got all our fabric samples yet. These ones are from Warner House, which we've used since we moved in. We got Warner House Fabrics. Was probably the first company we used.
Was it? I feel like I hadn't heard about it until a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, but why you hadn't heard about them is Fabrics and Papers, which is what we always use. We got a Warner House fabric through them. So
right.
to be fair, I always tag all the fabrics on Instagram as Fabric and Papers because I can't remember who they're from.
No.
But we've used Fermoy, we've used Zoffany.
Have we ever used Pierre Frey?
No, that's the fabric
that's who Soho House used.
Soho Home armchairs.
Right.
But yes, we have got Warner House. Our fabric in our bedroom is Warner House.
Is it? I love the fabric in our bedroom.
Yeah.
I think that looks lovely together.
See, I still quite like that, personally.
Right, let's go and look
But
at
we haven't
greens.
decided on the fabrics.
Let's look at the greens. Grab my coffee en route.
Let's get the washing out here.
Excuse the noise of the tumble dryer, but next room that we're painting is in here.
So at some point we will retile in here, but we're not going to do that for now. I thought you'd like that one.
Yes.
See,
that is nice.
I prefer this, but this is darker. But I do prefer the olive colour. If you look at the olive here, come and show it on the camera here. I just think it's darker and there's just a bit more to it. It's a hard one. I like the colour you've got there as well.
I think that is a better tone for this house. I love that. I fear that that one's too dark.
I think we're at a point again then. We're going to have these because I'm pretty sold on this one.
That's too dark there. I think it would make the room feel really quite small.
So
We'll have to ask Dexy because it's his bedroom at the end of the day.
Dexy
That looks lovely.
I don't disagree with you. I'm on the fence with it. Maybe we just need to
Put them both on the floor and let's see which one Dexy goes to.
Okay.
This is a very important decision, Dexy. Yes!
Yes! Clever boy!
You are so loyal and so wonderful.
Let's see which Dicky chooses, just out of interest.
Okay.
Dicky!
Dicky Dick! Don't show him.
Yes!
Okay, 3 against 1, I'm afraid, Charlie.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I'm on board with that. I trust the Daxton vision.
Well done, my sweet, loyal children. I'm so proud of you. I am so proud of you. I just wanted to show you a little autumnal home update up here in the Soho House bedroom. I realise I don't bring you up here very often, so nice to give you a bit of an update. We have swapped around some of the scatter cushions, but also, more excitingly, I have added this beautiful sage green coloured bed linen set from my favourites at Linen Bundle. It is such a perfect colour for in here. We just had white in here before and it didn't really suit the space. It was a little bit too modern and contemporary looking, but this is a really beautiful, almost eucalyptusy. Oh, that cushion not being central is really annoying me. Yeah, beautiful eucalyptusy sage colour, which I think suits the space so much more, a lot more in keeping and natural for autumn. And this month they always have the best offers on. I believe it's 45% off and a free towel bundle, which is so fabulous. I'll leave the info for that linked down below. I think the green and these terracotta colours always look so beautiful together, and it's this gorgeous, almost satiny finish on the bed linen, really high quality, breathable. They're very easy to care for, easy iron bed sheets. Added some dried hydrangeas, so I think it's looking very cozy in here. We've not got any guests due to stay in here for a little while, but it won't be too long until we have a house full, I'm sure. So as you guys might remember, Mondays are always my admin days, so I haven't had that much to show you in today's vlog, but I'm taking my afternoon coffee break, and we've had my delivery from Harrods. I have a feeling this might just be the, I think it was Ganni jumper that I ordered. There is hopefully arriving soon another very exciting Harrods order. Yes, it's just a jumper with my bougie cleaning products from Diptyque, which I ordered. So hopefully they'll arrive later. Oops, a bit of flower foliage in the way. In the meantime, let's have a little look at this. Oops. Oh, I just thought this was absolutely gorgeous. I really hope you guys got to make the most of the Harrods 10% off sale for the rewards customers. I did share it everywhere on my channels, on Instagram stories, and I just saw this and thought how classic and timeless. So I'm wearing the same Lululemon Align leggings that I wore yesterday. I feel like I am literally going to be living in these for the rest of my life, at least for the entire of autumn and winter, as well as obviously when practicing yoga. But they're so comfortable. I absolutely love them. This is the greenier shade. They look a bit grey in this light, but I think I will have a look at this exact style and see what other colours I can pick up. But right now, I've just got on this Reese jumper, kind of a hoodie actually from last year, but let's pop on the new knit. Right, let's get hair down so you can get a nicer, slightly nicer styling than my very lazy bun. Okay, so here we go. It is exactly what I was hoping for. I do like a fairly nice long knit as well. I always think that they can be a little bit more flattering, especially if you are wearing with leggings. So this is just the perfect classic autumn winter jumper. It is not itchy, hallelujah. I feel like when I get a big chunky knit, it's always a little bit of a risk that it's going to be itchy. I can safely say this one is not, thank goodness. Really, really lovely, super chunky material. Like, it's almost like an inch thickness. Can you see that thickness on the sleeves? And then a really classic kind of cable knit pattern, or weave rather, going down on the middle there. Nice high neck. This is literally what I wear in the house all day, every day during the cooler months. I feel like there's not really been an in the middle this year. We've suddenly gone from lovely summer dresses straight into cozy knits and leggings. I actually don't mind, so I'm going to stay in this for the rest of the day. Another very exciting delivery. This one actually arrived over the weekend. We have got the Skin Wellness Advent Calendar from Elemis. I get so excited by beauty advent calendars. I just love minis, and minis from my favourite skincare brands always go down an absolute treat. I feel like these are such amazing gifts if you are, you know, going over to someone's house and you want to take a very generous hostess gift, or if you are a husband or boyfriend listening to this YouTube video in the background, this would be a really wonderful gift idea. Not 100% sure if my Elemis discount code will work with this, but give it a try, JosieF25. If not, you can use that on other lovely favourites. So let's see, how much is this going to be? I mean, they are always expensive, but here we go. It is £180, but the products inside are worth £421. If you know anyone that is an Elemis lover, that is just such a generous and wonderful thing to give someone. Anyone that's maybe new in their skincare journey, starting to discover what products are right for them. Do they love micellar waters? Do they love cleansing balms? Because you get to try such a breadth of products with the advent calendars. This looks beautiful. I'm gonna have to balance you up there while I undo this, because it is a two-hand situation. Oh, so it opens up like a book. That is lovely. It's nice when they're beautiful as well, because then you're going to want to leave it out on your work surfaces or on your bedside table. What number is this? 23. I'm only going to open this one because I don't want to spoil all the surprises. So, ooh. In number 23, we have got a face cloth. Don't worry, that's not the only thing. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy that I opened this one because I literally just finished my other LMS Pro Collagen Cleansing Balm travel size. This always is with me in my suitcase, because when I go away, when I travel for work, when I go on holiday, this is just so handy, obviously size-wise, under 100 ml. And I feel like the LMS Pro Collagen Cleansing Balm is just so nourishing and calming for my skin that this is what my skin always craves when we are on holiday. So that is such a treat. Sometimes you get slightly bigger products. Sometimes they are, you know, perfect little travel sizes. Slop that back in there. So I will leave this linked down below because they do sell out before Christmas. And my other delivery has arrived from my favourites, Holland Cooper, and I actually got a sneak peek of what's inside here at the Burley Halls trials. Their whole stand smelt amazing, looked amazing, but also smelt amazing, and it was because of these wonderful items presented so beautifully. Can you guess what's inside? Dun dun dun! Oh my gosh! Let's not beat around the bush. They look very similar indeed to, is it? I can never remember the name. Is it Thierry Trudon? I may have got 50% of that name right. Pierre Trudon, Trier, Vier, who knows? But this is the Holland Cooper double wick candle. I believe you can get slightly smaller ones as well. How regal and beautiful looking is this? Oh my gosh, and I feel like it goes in this room so beautifully. In fact, I think it's gonna live on the unit where you guys are propped. So, signature #1 fragrance, exclusively formulated to provide a unique, indelible? I've never heard that word before. Indelible scent of opulence, a harmony of ambers, leather, rich spices and oud. Literally all the things that I want my house to smell of, blended together to encompass and evoke notions of our Holland Cooper lifestyle. I love it, and what a beautiful presentation. I feel like I've already had emails from some of you guys and some of your husbands asking for gift ideas. This would be another amazing gift, or hostess gift, if you're invited to someone's house for Christmas drinks or a Sunday roast. Oh, and it just looks absolutely beautiful on this side table underneath my petrifying friend. Today's office assistant. Hello again, my darlings. So today has been one of those days where I had a lot of grand plans. Ooh, hair is looking a little bit scary. Had a lot of grand plans, but very few of them have come to fruition. I would love to know if you have situations like this with your work where you just sit down to do something and you in your head were like, oh, that thing will take me 20 minutes, and then that thing ends up being a vacuum, a vacuum of your time, and before you know it, it's 6:30 and you are too brain dead to do it anymore. I thought I'd probably spend like an hour today doing admin and emails, but it has taken the entire afternoon, so never mind. I had the very best intentions to actually make a chutney today. I wanted to make a chutney out of the tomatoes that are in the fridge and the giant courgettes. I was going to go and pick some more, but that has not happened, very sadly, so never mind. It is 6:30 now, so I think I'm going to close my laptop for the evening before I go square-eyed, and I'm going to finish off packing for Singapore. We finally got our itinerary, so I can have a little look through, make sure what I'm taking is appropriate, take out half of the dresses because I never end up wearing half the things that I take with me, and I'm going to pack some more workout clothing because we have got a few more active things than I thought that we were going to have, which is great. We will literally only just be arriving in Singapore by the time you watch this video, so if any of you guys have been and you've got any tips, I would love to know. I would be very, very grateful for any advice, any things that we must do, any restaurants, any cute coffee shops, where is the best oat milk latte in Singapore. These are the important bits of information that I need to know.